everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. Today is the day, week number 1 of MUT 21 Team of the Week, and my goodness, this promo has changed a lot. It's completely different from anything that we've been familiar with for the past, so many years. Now, they teased 2 legends, or 2 guys that are not current day players, as the Team of the Week heroes last night on Twitter, and the MUT community was in an uproar. Oh my god, you're taking away the current day players from Team of the Week. I tweeted this, I'll say it in my video. Let's be honest, Team of the Week has been pretty bad, pretty forgettable. It just hasn't been a good promo. If you look back at my rankings on like my MUT promos from MUT 20 and 19, I rated Team of the Week very, very low. It's just not been good. So we needed something different, and they really did it. Now, I don't know. Everything sounds good. I like what they're doing. I don't know how it's going to play out. We will find out. I'm going to try my best to go over what I understand of the promo, but the best thing that we'll be able to do is later on when the content comes out, which will probably be somewhere around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern time, somewhere after 2 more than likely, after Weekend League rewards come out. We'll have our hands on it, we'll be in game, and I'll be able to show you more as I do that, but let's go over it. So, first thing you need to know is that we are technically getting like 4 good cards. Whether you like the cards or not, I'm calling the good cards the top tier cards. So, we're getting a limited card, and that limited card is going to be TJ Watt from the Steelers. That card will be in packs for 48 hours, so, for all of you extreme pack pullers that really want to, break the bank and try to get it, as a 90 overall TJ Watt. We then will have I guess what we can call Star of the Week or Current Day Player of the Week, and that is going to be Davante Adams. This card will be a 98 overall, and this card will be able to be obtained via sets, and we'll talk about what goes into those sets eventually. The 3rd and 4th cards are going to be the legends, or non-current day players, I will call them. And these guys are going to be based off of historic performances. So the first one is Arian Foster. And Arian Foster in week number 1 of whatever year, I'm not going to look it up right now, had an amazing game. And so therefore he was rewarded a card. Did we need another running back? Absolutely not. It's okay that we got one. It is what it is. But I still like the direction of this promo. And then the defensive card is Bryant Young. Another defensive tackle. Did we need another defensive tackle in MUT 21 right now? Absolutely not. But again, I still am being objective here. I like the direction of this promo. So those are the 4 cards. 3 of them are 89s. We got the limited, which is a 90. And I think things right there are pretty solid. So then what else are they doing? They're taking players who have existing power-ups, who had pretty solid performances, and those guys are getting a +1. Now this one, I don't know how I feel about it. I like that they're acknowledging these guys and giving them some type of upgrade, but when we take a look at like a Russell Wilson, who was one of these cards, after such a great performance that he had, giving him a +1, I don't know. Even though it's an 89, it just doesn't feel right. Maybe because I was hoping to get a Russ that would be better than Lamar Jackson, and I haven't totally compared their stats. Maybe he is throwing-wise. I'm sure he is. But I was just looking for like a 90 overall Russell Wilson. But basically, if you have his power up, and you're already powered all the way up, the next, kind of step that you can take, and in this screenshot we see is for 1,100 training, will get him up to an 89 overall. So it's similar to the Power Up program or Power Up expansion that we saw last year towards the end of the year, where every Tuesday or whatever day of the week it was, they would give us, like 5 to whatever number of cards it was, random cards, and they would all go up to a 99 automatically just through a Power Up pass. Or not Power Up pass, Power Up path. And I think that's what the MUT team's doing this year. It does also kind of give them the opportunity to give us content without actually having to create it, which maybe will help us with future content for other promos. It takes workload off of them a little bit less. The next card is going to be Ryan Kerrigan, so he gets a +1. He goes up to 82 overall. All of these cards can add the Team of the Week card art to them if you go to the font art section of the Power Up path. The 3rd card is going to be Josh Jacobs, who had a really, really good game Sunday. So he gets one +1 to 84. Adam Thielen gets another one. He goes +1 up to an 85 overall. And then the last card is going to be Stephon Gilmore, which I don't know. I didn't know he had that great of a game. I did not see this one coming at all. He gets a +1 and goes up to a 90 overall. So pretty cool, right? But then you're probably all thinking, well, what about, what about theme teams? What about these lower tiered cards that go into sets primarily that usually help theme teams out? I'm with you there. Those are going to be missed. Basically what they're doing is they're giving collectibles that have an overall assigned to them. So technically they're not collectibles. They're actually cards. They're guys that you can put on your team and they will work in games. But we're probably going to view them as collectibles. They gave all those guys that we talked about, Kerrigan, Josh Jacobs, Russell Wilson, Adam Thielen, Stephon Gilmore, they all get lower tier overall cards. So like Kerrigan's a 78, Josh Jacobs 78, Adam Thielen 82, Chris Jones 82. I think I failed to mention him in the power-up section. Stephon Gilmore's an 86. I believe, and Russell Wilson's an 86 as well. Those are like the top tier cards. Now the overalls are really low, but those cards are basically going to go into the team of the week sets, and within those team of the week sets, you're going to be able to earn the defensive hero and offensive hero of Arian Foster, and then Bryant Young, and then the player of the week is going to be Devontae Adams. I believe you need Foster and Bryant Young. You put those two guards in the Devontae Adams set, and I believe you get him back. So I'm actually wrong there. It's actually 10 items go in for Arian Foster and Bryant Young, and then the Devontae Adams takes 6 items. The first screenshot that they showed was a little bit wrong, but I guess this is the correct one, or you may be seeing the correct one on your screen this whole time. Basically what I'm saying is these lower tiered cards go into these, Devontae Adams, Bryant Young, and Arian Foster sets, and you get those master cards. The TJ Watt card is the limited, so it gives you a reason to open up packs. And of course, pulling like the 86 Wilson, the 86 Gilmore are going to be the higher tier cards that you want in order to get these bigger sets done to get the higher overall players. So there will be solos as well. We'll talk about that specifically when the content comes out, but the solos are going to give you some type of items. Again, we'll discuss all that. I more so wanted to focus a video on how Team of the Week has changed and how it works this year. But the good news is that there will be one solo every week that if you play every week, you'll earn a token, and that token will give you a token towards a free Team of the Year player, I believe, at the end of the year. A path that they've done for a while. So that's pretty cool and absolutely good news. And then one other thing they're doing is a Hot Streak. It's called a Hot Streak Fantasy Pack, and basically they're taking the 286s or the 2 higher overall cards that are not the bosses and then the player of the week. I know this is a little bit confusing, but they're basically taking the 286s, the Russ and the Stephon Gilmore, and you get a collectible, and I really like this. I would like to see training as the reward, and Krayla pointed that out as well. But basically, if Russell Wilson has more than 322 passing yards and you select his collectible, and this is going to be for next week's game, you get 1.5k. If Stephon Gilmore has 5 or more tackles and you select his collectible, you get 1.5k. If they don't meet either of those objectives, you only get 500 coins. But I think it's kind of cool. Like, the rewards aren't the greatest, and that's okay. We'll deal with that. I think just overall the concept of it, the tying in the real-life performances to MUT rewards is always fun. It gives you a little bit more of an incentive to maybe watch the game. So I'm cool with that. Rewards maybe could be a little bit better, but I'm not going to complain about that. And then the last thing that they kind of introduced was team standouts. This is something that's going to be coming later on. They said in between Series 2 and Series 3, so we have no date. But this is going to, I guess, help fill the void of all of those lower tier or lower overall Team of the Week cards we're used to getting that typically would help out theme teams tremendously. These team standouts are probably going to be guys who are like kind of fan favorites, or guys who, put in the work but don't get a lot of recognition. And somehow these lower overall Team of the Week collectible / player cards that we've been talking about, like the Jacobs, the Russ, those cards that are in the 70s and 80s, somehow those will go into the team standout. So I don't really know how that's going to play out in the market right now, because it's like we're aware of future content and we know these cards are going to go into that future content, but we don't know the absolute details of it. So more to be determined there, more to find out there. But I like team standouts as a whole because it's going to help theme teams, and it's just another tier to team builders, team diamonds, all that good stuff. Also, just one other thing to point out, a couple other things before I end the video. There's an alternate currency at the top of some of these screenshots you may have noticed that is blurred out. So could we be seeing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6th currency coming to MUT very soon? Who knows? That'll be interesting. Also, there is a new program, Derwin, King of the Hill, Derwin Against the World, something like that. Derwin James. It's going to be on Twitch tonight, and it's going to happen every Tuesday. When the content for that comes out, I'll have a video because it's just too much to go over in this video. And then also, we did find out tomorrow we're getting 5 new cards in MUT from a program that we are all familiar with. That was the teaser, so it could be flashbacks, veterans, heavyweights, campus heroes. Who knows? All I know is we're getting 5 cards tomorrow. Ultimate Kickoff is back Thursday. It's a good 3 days for MUT content, what we've really been waiting for. Do you like the new team of the week? Let me know down below in the comment section. As soon as the content's out, we'll have videos on it. Looking forward to taking a look at it, getting our hands on it, and going after some of these cards. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.